Welcome to Éire Adventure Travel. My name is Ben. In this video I'm going to go over what you should bring with you when coming to Ireland. I know that sometimes that can be difficult. Sometimes we just want to pack for the season, but in some cases, particularly in Ireland, it's a wet country and that may not necessarily be a good idea. So in this video I'm going to go over my suggestions for you. So ensure you like the video. Please leave a comment. It'd be great to hear what your plans are when coming to Ireland, what you plan to see, and so on. So let's get started. Here's our first tip. When packing for Ireland, don't pack for the season. That'll probably be one of my biggest tips. The reason why I say don't pack for the season, even though it's summer, Ireland's not like the Bahamas. So, you know, you can still bring your shorts, your flip-flops, if you want to, but majority of the time Ireland is classified as a wet country. So therefore, planning for a wet country is vitally important, and it'll ensure that you make the most of your trip when you're here. Because there's nothing worse than packing for summer in a country that is predominantly wet. So I strongly suggest, first of all, is your attitude. When you're coming to Ireland, you've got to really embrace the weather. So it's vital that you take every moment that you possibly can, because you are going to get those times when you've put in for a 2-week holiday, and a week of that 2 weeks is rain, and unfortunately you cannot stay indoors. I know we often think that we're sitting at home watching the TV, and we look out the window and we're like, you know what, I think I'll just stay in. So it's vitally important you overcome that step, because you're always going to get those really good days in between that rain, and you're never going to get out if that's the attitude. So you got to make sure your attitude's right and you embrace the Irish weather no matter what it is. That's tip number one. Packing warm clothing for starters, and then of course the waterproof clothing. Waterproof clothing is vitally important. You can get some lightweight stuff, which isn't too bad, and of course it'll ensure that you keep dry and it'll keep the rain out. Also, you'll go to a lot of wet places, as you can see from my other videos. For those that are here for the first time, you're welcome to check out my videos. I've seen a lot of the west coast of Ireland, and some of the places are wet. So it's highly important to bring a waterproof jacket, which I'll give you an example of now. Here it is. This is a jacket made by Trespass. Super light, breathable, waterproof, windproof, which is great. So it's handy for the Irish, it's perfect for the Irish weather, and it's got a hood on as well at the back. What's nice about the jacket is it's super light, and you can fold it up into its hood so it doesn't take up a lot of space. I'll give you a proper look at it shortly. Right, there's the jacket. Obviously nice zip. You've got elasticated shirt ends as well, pockets. As I said, it's breathable as well, so it'll keep a lot of the wind out, and of course it's waterproof as well. The details of it are pretty good. It's also handy when you want to fold it away, so if you're not using it, you can literally fold it up like this. There it is. Or obviously something like this. This is a bit more heavy duty. It's waterproof, but it's also warm and it's layered inside, so it'll definitely block out a lot of the wind, and it'll keep the cold. It'll keep the cold out as well. Another vital important is waterproof shoes. Yes, you can bring obviously your summer shoes if necessary for those occasionally summer warm days, but I strongly suggest that you bring some waterproofs, and here is an example of the waterproof boots I use. The brand of shoes is called, I think it's pronounced Fáilte. So I'll leave some details in the description for you. You're welcome to check that out. But they're exceptionally good at keeping the water out and keeping your feet warm as well. So you haven't lived in Ireland for such a long time, you need good shoes for the cold climates as well. So very handy. Just on the element of footwear, the reason why I'd say bring waterproof boots or shoes is that majority of the time, if you're going to go hiking, you're going to need it really, because a lot of the hiking, as you're going through some of the hiking lands, it's quite boggy, so that retains a lot of water. So if you don't have waterproof shoes or boots, your feet are going to get wet, and there's nothing worse than going on a hike and your feet are wet. You can't do anything about it, and you've got about a 2-3 hour hike. So definitely consider that when getting those waterproof boots or shoes for that matter. I mentioned warm clothing. It's vitally important that you actually bring some warm clothing with you. It doesn't have to be too much, you know, a couple of jerseys, maybe some warm socks as well, because you will occasionally get that cold day in Ireland. So it's better to have a few bits. I haven't got some examples for you, but I'm sure you can use your imagination with that one. But yeah, so important is attitude, waterproof, and warm clothing. Those would be the 3 tips that I would recommend that you bring here when you're traveling around Ireland. I was really hoping it was going to rain today, because it was forecast throughout the day, and this is one thing I'm talking about with regards to Irish weather, is that you will get breaks like this where it's supposed to be raining, it's rained, and now you've got the sun coming through. So it's not unheard of to get 4 seasons in one day. So you are going to get rain, you will get wind, you will get cloud, you will get sunshine. And it's just something about Ireland that creates really epic scenery, is that combination of weather. So I hope you enjoy it when you come over. Right, so that brings the video to an end. I hope the 3 tips have helped you. So we've gone over, most importantly, is attitude, welcoming the rainy weather here in Ireland, and you'll have a great time here. 2 was waterproof gear, so we've gone over our boots, and of course we've gone over a jacket as well, and it's vitally important to keep yourself warm. So number 3 is bring warm clothing, so that way you're going to make the most and you'll really enjoy yourself here in Ireland. Like I said, don't just pack for the season, it's vitally important for that. So yes, you can bring some summer gear, because occasionally you will get those really great summer days, but they're too few here, unfortunately. It'd be great to get a consistent summer break. And for those that are watching the video, thank you very much. And of course, don't forget to check out my other content. Please like and leave a comment. Your comments will be greatly appreciated, and I'd love to hear about what your plans are when coming to Ireland. I will be doing a channel update video shortly in relation to my own ambitions, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you very much, and of course I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.